Hey there, folks. I just wanted to give a update on a lot about VOIMA. I've learned so much in these last few days, and I'm really excited to share some of what I've learned. For those of you who don't know, VOIMA is an upcoming sandbox game worked on by a single Finnish developer who goes by the username valtsu, releasing on the 3rd of March. So we can expect this really soon. He's been working on it for over 4 years now, but the trailer just dropped like not too long ago. So there's just been an influx of new players, just really interested. I mean, the influx has been massive, and you know what else is massive? Basically, Voima has hit YouTube's algorithmic G spot. So now Valtsu is bearing down to get the game ready, and you know, it's the demo's going to be out soon, the free demo. As for what we can expect from Voima, it has a whole range of activities, and I don't even think Valtsu has fully predicted what players will do in this game, but we're going to find out real soon. First thing I'd like to go over is the playable bears and the bear NPCs. There's plenty you can do to mess around. There's guns, but they're not like guns, like they're made of wood. And they were talking about like making ones made of bone. Like it's really abstract. It's really interesting. The aesthetic of the game, that's a whole other thing I could get into, but I can show concepts, I can show gameplay, I can show sneak peeks, you know. There's an editor mode. That's another thing. You can edit terrain in trees, like there's a brush tool, kind of like with Far Cry's map editor. But it kind of also reminds me a lot of video games with map editors like Halo, or it's a little bit more like Gary's Mod, where you can mess around. You can actually drop down and mess around with the NPCs, kill them. I believe he might add hostile NPCs, like I had suggested factions and teams so that you can make them fight each other and like simulate battles. He really liked that. Okay, so I want to go over some of the confirmed features. All right. Starting off with the coming after the demo. Okay, we're going to have paintings like in Minecraft. Far future, multiplayer. We're going to have like signs you can put down, skins that you can draw, whatever, aesthetics, stuff like that. But the features that we're going to have in the demo, it looks like what we mostly have already, right? Like the editor, the universe editor, worlds editor, dragging files from, you download, you share these kinds of things. Way later on though, bear wars, okay? Way later on, wall running, wall jumping. Because think about this, you could make your own game, you could decide what you have in there, but he's got to code this stuff so that we can configure it. But what we're already able to configure, I don't even think Valtsu is able to predict all of what we're going to be able to do. I genuinely personally think he's going to be kind of shocked by what we're all going to create. So let's try to put our heads together once the game does come out, and let's try to squeeze as much creativity as we can, because I really want to see it. One thing I would like to go over is the playable bears and the bear NPCs, right? The gameplay. Now, I know that it hasn't been fully flushed out yet, the gameplay loop and what to do and like how to do it, that beta Minecraft had, okay? But it's a lot more like Gary's Mod or a God Sim, right? A sandbox game, a God Sim, kind of like a fever dream that you've had in a coma while you're under anesthesia kind of thing. There's so much I could go on and on about the aesthetic here, but it's a lot of different ideas that sort of mold together. But the gameplay, the mechanics, there are configurable properties to these items. You can change the settings because you can interact with them. There are physics. There's interactability here. And while in its current state it's very bare bones, it's still something I would have so much fun playing with, and I cannot wait until the 3rd of March. So yeah, like I was saying, VOIMA will have a whole range of activities, but that's not even scratching the surface, because I don't think that's what is beautiful about this game. I think what's beautiful is that it's a lot like how you want to be able to mod Minecraft, but they don't make it easy for you. You want to be able to set up an experience where you teleport between worlds, but they don't make it easy for you. This game will make it easy for you. So there are different worlds and universes. Now let me explain what that means, right? For each universe, you can create worlds. Like Minecraft, okay? Imagine Minecraft is one universe. Now imagine a universe without any of the same textures, creepers, crafting recipes. The universe comes with the game, the build, okay? But this would be like if Minecraft had the same game modes, physics, that kind of thing, then the content itself is different. So universes will end up showing a lot of different gameplay/game modes, but these are things built in presets, right? And you can just mess with all that. There are files that you can just edit. The content of a universe is configurable, and it's like the parameters of how worlds could be. And worlds are just essentially maps in this case that could be linked. There are portals, you can just teleport between them, and they could look different. But yeah, lots of customization. The worlds seem to not have a build limit. You can go infinitely in any direction you want. I don't think there's going to be a limit or cap on the amount of entities you can put in. At least not yet, Like I said, the demo, it's not going to have all the features, okay? But it's going to be a lot. And we're going to see what the game is like. And then from there, we can give feedback. I'm excited for a lot of the features that I've been suggesting. I don't know how many will get implemented because my personal suggestions are usually hit or miss. But like one thing I really wanted to see was factions and teams for the bears, right? So if they could attack each other, you could simulate battles. If they can hold weapons. I know there are like wood guns or bone guns. Like it's got this abstract style to the game where it's not like they're holding like a full-on Kalashnikov. But they could have a Kalashnikov, right? Because the game's gonna have like a lot of modding to it later on, at least. And I'm here for it. I'm really excited to see what people will come up with. Lots of the community is not only helping with core mechanics and coming up with like what to do there, giving feedback, but also the community will even later on just fuel the game's activity, because there will be modding, there will be sharing of worlds, files, universes, that kind of thing. The experiences are going to be able to be transferred. Multiplayer will be a thing in the far future, but for now, I mean, we've got all the multiplayer we need, right? Another thing, Axo Plays did a really good video on it. Valtsu, did multiple videos on, so you gotta go check that out. If you have not, you have to see it. But Axo Plays, he had a really good video about the sort of the content of the game, gameplay, that kind of thing. Like very polished, very edited, really well done, and it's done a lot for the community. So, go look at it if you haven't. Subscribe to him. Another thing, go check out the Discord server. That is where everything culminates, okay? The community is full of creative, bright people with artistic opinions who are giving really good opinions. I mean, everyone's opinions matter, right? So please go there, give your feedback. It is where you'll be able to get access to the free demo when it comes out. It's where this culminates. It's where everything, just please go check out the Discord. You will not regret it, okay? And go look at Valtsu's Twitter account. He's posted some stuff there that you'll find interesting, stuff that I don't think we've seen in the Discord server. Go check out the subreddit that I've made. This is the first it's being like semi-announced, really. Like this is the biggest announcement that's ever gotten. So really, it's not that populated yet, but please go check out the subreddit. Go post there. We need people looking at this game, okay? 'Cause it's gonna be beautiful, and I can't wait for it. All right. Now, valtsu could use some help with sound design, music design. There's no OST for the game. There aren't many sound effects for the game. Go and if you are a blender, if you have experience in Blender modeling, tell valtsu, ping him, DM him. If you are skilled with like FL Studio and you can make some killer, sound effects, music for the game, we need all the help we can get. So please, texture work as well. That's another thing he needs help with. But we can all help him, okay? With feedback, with talking amongst ourselves in the community about what we want to see about the game, about what we want to see within other universes. Because like I said, there's this universe feature. It's not just going to be about bears the entire time. That would be ridiculous. Like, there's going to be other stuff in the game, so we gotta know what we want, right? He's got to know what we want. We can't have someone who's got writer's block, and he's doing it on his own, and then when he does publish it, we're like, this is awful, So go, you will not regret it. Go check it out. Subscribe to him on YouTube, because there's been another video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. If you haven't seen the trailer, go check out the trailer. All right, that's it. That's a wrap. I'll see you guys later.